Hey there everyone, no DMAA here coming at you with Green Imperialdramon deck profile. So I'm gonna discuss with you how I built this deck and why and how it did during my last Digilocals. My friend who borrowed it actually really enjoyed this deck. He was telling me he was having such a good time, and that was great, honestly, to hear that it did well. We tied for 6th place too, so that's pretty good. You know, Green tied for 6. I'm like, both my decks are 6th place material. I'm like, that's awesome. Especially since we both weren't really using green. I was like, I haven't really test played this deck, and he was all like, oh, I don't care. I'll play it as is, and then he ended up loving it. And I'm like, good, good. Makes sense. I felt the same way about Green Sarismon. I was like, this is good. Um, so yeah, let's get into the deck profile, and I don't know how he did overall, but I'll just talk mostly about how I built it and why, and the games I had with it. So, alright, cool. It's going. Switching over to deck profiling mode. So, for this Green Imperialdramon build, I run 3 Minomon and 2 Argomon. So, I kind of talked about this in the last Green Sarismon deck profile. So, Tanemon can definitely be in here. I believe she can fit. I don't, like, you can either, like, you can mess around with the baby count, basically, like, you won't go wrong, really, with any of the babies you choose for green. That's where the creativity kind of comes from, so I'm like, okay, you could definitely be, like, 2, 2, 1 Tane, or, like, 2, 2, 1, or something else. Like, you can do, like, a combo. Like, I wouldn't know the exact answer, because everyone's kind of different, and it depends on what kind of green you're building, but, like, for this one, I definitely prioritize the Minomon, because of the piercing aspect of this deck. Like, the Green Imperialdramon can pierce, and so can Dino Beamon, and I kind of want to prioritize that a bit. So yeah, so that's the reason why I run my baby count. And then let's just start with the Tamers. So I run 2 of Ken Joji. So he's pretty decent, memory setter, and then if you delete a Digimon in battle and survive with either a green or blue Digimon, you can tap him to gain a memory. So he's pretty decent. He's not super amazing, but I've used him a few times. So, and then 2 Mimi. So memory setter, and then if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon out, you can either tap her to hatch another egg or move a Digimon out. So that's pretty good. 1 hit potential. You know why? I kind of discussed this in the last green video, but like the 1-of is not terrible at all. It's clutch actually. And then 1 Positron Laser. So this card is pay 6, and then you can choose 2 of your opponent's Digimon, and they can't attack or block with them. And then if you have a blue Digimon out, you can bounce a suspended Digimon. So he's pretty good. And then the security effect's the same, except 2 Digimon can't attack because it's triggered as a trap. So the blocking thing doesn't really matter. Anyway, 2 Flower Cannon. I might up the count for Flower Cannon, just because I really found myself needing Digimon to swing at. Because sometimes the piercing aspect is great enough, but if they don't have rested Digimon, then you're like, I can't do my thing. I can't pierce. I can't attack a Digimon. So I do kind of want to see more Flower Cannon. So I might run 1 more, but there's a lot of the stuff in this deck that I want to improve on and change. So we shall see what happens. Then rookies. I run 4 Agumon, 2 Tentomon, 4 Agromon, and then the main big boy is this. I run 4 of this Kokuamon. So his inheritables, if your Digimon's level 6 or higher, it gets +1 security. So this is actually really good to see. I just think I run 2 because I don't know if I should be running 4. I don't know if that's the right choice. I'm considering cutting at least 2, putting in 2 more Goblinmon or something to get 2 more, like, cost 2 Digimon cheapness. So that way it'd be like 2. Then I had like 6 Digimon who I can just cheap drop. So that's what I'm thinking right now. This deck's gonna go through a lot of change in the next couple weeks, especially since we have more time with the delays. So I have a lot of time to figure out like what I want to do with this. But it has the potential to be something amazing. And then 4 Stingmon. Inheritable is if you delete a Digimon in battle and survive, you gain a memory. So that's pretty good. And he's a cost 1 to Digivolve into, so he's pretty amazing. 4 Gargomon. And then this one is inheritable. Is for every system Digimon your opponent has, this Digimon gains 1,000. So that's pretty cool. And then 4 blocker. So the count's pretty simple on this. I'm not sure what else you would run yet. So this is just my count right now. I might change out the Guardromon actually for like maybe 2 for a cheap Vegemon. I'm not sure yet. There's a lot of stuff I want to mess with. I have big plans for this deck. Big plans. A lot of theorizing. A lot of just thinking. 1 Argomon because ban list. You know, Digizorption, and then when you attack inheritable, you can play a level 3 rested green Digimon from your hand. So that's pretty good. That's why it got restricted. 4 Imperialdramon, and then 4 Dino Bead to make sure I don't have to pay 5 to Digivolve in their jammers, and then Piercing for Dino Bead, and then Imperialdramon. Once per turn when you attack, you can, if the Digimon has Imperialdramon in the name, you can unsuspend it. So pretty good. Imperialdramon will be amazing once we get more Imperialdramons, like Fighter Mode and Paladin Mode, and even more Dragon Mode. So I run one of the blue one. I seen people play 4 of this in a green deck, in a pure green deck. I think that's a really good idea. I think that's amazing actually. But I really want to make the green Imperialdramon work. So like the whole point of this is to make this guy shine, not the blue one. Like I want to make this one shine. So I run 4 of this one. And he has Piercing, and then once per turn, if you kill a Digimon battle and survive, you can unsuspend it. So he's really cool. He has a really weird interaction with this Imperialdramon. Like you have to attack a certain way to get so they don't like trigger on top of each other and cancel each other out. It's really weird. Like if you try to pierce and use his effect to stand back up with his effect, and then it'll like trigger this as well, and you kind of can't, and you miss timing basically. So you have to swing at like the security first, and then get the effect off, and then swing at a Digimon, then stand up by its own effect, and then you can swing again however you want. So that way you get like 3 attacks in, like effectively without running into the awkward interaction. The interaction's really weird. Like I ran it, like I didn't realize how bad it was. Like you really have to think about it. Like it's kind of annoying actually. But like I think that's why it's like a lot of people want to play it the other way, because I can see that really working really well. Like this 4 of this dude in the green deck, like it's amazing. But like I'm really trying to make the green one shine. This is a green Imperialdramon deck. So I want to make him shine. So I'm gonna try to make him work, because he actually is pretty deadly too as a piercer. And then I run 2 Puppetmon. Then Puppetmon just helps like stall, and he's just really amazing, and he's also green. So you know, green deck. I might want to try to run 1 more at least of this blue Imperialdramon. Like he won't be he's a good backup at least. It should be the other way around, where the green should be the backup, but well, I think it should be the other way around. But I'm trying to make the green one shine, because I like both. So like I feel like I want to run at least 1 more of this at the very least, and then so that way I have like more Imperialdramons in here, like the better odds of like Digivolving, and standing up jammers is cool because they're all jammers. So I have a field of them out. Well, not a field, maybe at least one of them, 1 or 2 out. I can at least like get multi swings in with other Digimon. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that's my green Imperialdramon deck. This deck is very fun to play with. Like if it goes off, it goes off. It's just like the only downside. It's like it's one of those decks where it's like if you can't do the mechanic, then you're just like, oh, that sucks that you don't have a Digimon I can swing at, so I can do my thing. If you can't do it, that's like a major thing. That's why I want to run at least 1 more Flower Cannon at the very least, because then I can at least guarantee I can swing at something. So yeah. And Flower Cannon is just straight up good, you know, like if you trigger that, like I was playing with my friend the other day actually, triggered a Flower Cannon on me, and I was like, god damn, I was about to win that game. But anyways, that just keeps happening to me. It's okay. I think it happens to a lot of people. But alright, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support so far. I recently just hit 800 subs at time of video, so pretty good, pretty good. I'm really hyped to keep showing you more content. So like the next deck profile I'll probably do is Rookie Rush. I don't ever plan to use that deck in in an official tourney. I just like having it for funsies. So I'll probably show that deck, and then I'm not sure what I'm gonna be playing for my Digi locals. I'm leaning towards black or another variant of purple, like Lilithmon. But we'll see by the time the weekend rolls around. So I'll see you all next time.